I'm Reece at your leisure inside one of the world's greatest engineering achievements, the 100-year-old Panama Canal.
Matching gates 82 feet high, 7 feet thick, weighing 662 tons, yet perfectly balanced, swing closed with minimum effort. Valves open and 26 million gallons of water flood into culverts 22 feet in diameter through 70 openings into an enclosed chamber 110 feet wide by 1,000 feet long. In as little as 8 minutes, the water level rises 28 feet, lifting large cargo ships and our relatively small cruise ship, the Discovery.
I was excited. I was in awe about watching everything work and watching the ships go through, watching us go through, and it was just amazing.
Our ship slowly noses forward into the first of 3 locks just aft of the giant Norwegian tanker Saturnus. It barely slides through with only a foot or two to spare on each side, a ship so big they call it Panamax. Locomotives called mules string cables to the bow and stern, keeping the big ship in line as it creeps through the lock on its own power. Our captain uses auxiliary controls outside the bridge where he can see how close we are to the walls or other ships as we maneuver through the locks. 3 times the doors open, the water flows in, and we're raised a total of 85 feet to the Gaylord Cut for a 12-mile passage through the Continental Divide and into Gatun Lake. At its creation a century ago, the largest man-made lake in the world behind the then largest dam on Earth.
It's such a massive operation, I had no idea. Even though it's 100 years old, the engineering feat alone is just amazing. So I was just absolutely thrilled to see the operation running as smoothly as it has.
Don Ledoux, Marianne, and I are among 20 passengers on the Discovery for this 2-day canal passage, part of a 10-day tour of Panama. By chance, 2 other Utahns, Nancy Schrader and Lillian Zielke of St. George, are also on the trip. Our adventure begins with a visit to the very beginnings of colonial Panama.
The Spaniards built the original Panama City here in 1519, the first colonial city anywhere on the Pacific coast.
Then to the original old quarter of Panama City, with a quick stop at the derelict mansion of a deposed despot. We also visit the Panamanian countryside, with stops at a local school to sing and dance with the enchanting children of San Carlos.
I'm taking this one home. You're going on me.
We stop at Natalio Murillo's sugarcane factory, where we get to pitch in, cutting the cane, squeezing out the juice, boiling down the sugar, and pouring out the sugar candy. Millennia prior to Columbus and Balboa, native people thrived on the isthmus. They live much as they always have, except their income today comes mainly from us. The Embera people open their village and customs to thousands of eco-tourists anxious to experience the culture and take home a trinket. The Panama Canal is surrounded by tropical rainforest, much of it protected as national parkland, and the wildlife is incredible. On a small boat excursion, we encounter a spider monkey eager to put on a show for us. 3-toed sloths are common here, but infrequently seen. This guy, or gal, was more than willing to pose. And since they move like sloths, we had a great photo op. This small anteater, called a tamandua, was equally cooperative. It was as though they were staked out for us. We also saw tons of birds, including pelicans, and a newcomer to the canal, this snail kite.
I've enjoyed the wildlife. We have seen so much in the wildlife. We have seen sloths and anteaters and howler monkeys, spider monkeys, and lots of wonderful birds.
We tour Lake Gatun in kayaks. Don tries a dry fly in the Gatun locks, and we all got to ride the zip line through the jungle on the Caribbean coast.
I had no fear, but I was concentrating so hard on doing it right. But it was really, really fun.
Sunrise over the lake with the giants awaiting their turn to squeeze through the canal. In a couple of years, the world's biggest ships will be able to pass through new, larger locks now under construction alongside the 100-year-old locks. we exit the Gatun locks into the Caribbean, completing transit of one of the world's most spectacular engineering achievements.
I think it was one of the best things they ever did in the world. I mean, it really helped a lot of people. It helped commerce. It helped bring more tourism, I suppose, because you could go right through now. It's just a fantastic thing, and I'm glad I got to go through it.
Reece Stein with Mary Ann at your leisure in the Panama Canal.